Hello, my name is Jason Lahada, and welcome to the FAL Crypto Minute, your number one source for educational crypto content in under around 10 minutes. Today is Thursday, October 20th, 2022, and on today's show, we'll be going over the top 10 cryptos of the day, as well as Mango Markets proposes plan to pay back victims after a $114 million hack, and FTX, Sam Bankman-Fried, under investigation by Texas regulators. All that and more on today's episode of the FAL Crypto Minute. But before we get into anything else, let's go over these top 10 cryptos of the day. At number 1, we have Bitcoin at $19,143, down 0.15%. At number 2, we have Ethereum at $1,287, down 0.68%. At number 3, we have Tether. At number 4 is USDC. At number 5 is BNB at $270, down 0.74%. At number 6, we have XRP at 45 cents, down 0.78%. At number 7, we have Binance USD. At number 8 is Cardano at 34 cents, down 2.06%. At number 9 is Solana at $28, down 3.23%. And at number 10, we have Dogecoin at 60 cents, up 1.84%. And that was your top 10 cryptos for October 20th, 2022. Moving into our first story, Mango Markets proposes plan to pay back victims after a $114 million hack. Mango Markets is proposing to pay back users with different tokens following its $114 million hack last week. The platform will use a snapshot of balances from an hour before the attacker made his first deposit on October 11th at 6:19 p.m. Eastern Time. Mango Markets presented the motion in a Discord community call this morning. The DAO will have 72 hours to vote on the proposal once it's published. Self-proclaimed digital art dealer Avram Eisberg admitted to being the person behind the hack, claiming he did nothing illegal. The Mango community voted on the weekend to allow Eisenberg to keep $47 million while returning the remaining $67 million. The attacker's accepted bounty proposal was contingent on returned stolen funds being used to pay back all users who were affected during the controversial exploit. Hackers are having a field day in the Web3 sector. October is the lead for the most cryptocurrency funds stolen in a single month, according to Chain Analysis. The blockchain analytics firm reported 11 different hacks totaling $718 million this month as of October 12th. One of the primary goals of the repayment strategy is to minimize the difference between the tokens users had prior to the exploit and the tokens they will receive, Mango Markets co-founder Daffy Daraji said in a Discord call. All perpetual futures or borrowed funds will be settled based on the time of the snapshot, and the profit losses P&L will be converted to USDC. Mango Markets will then go through each token it has in its treasury in order from least to greatest and pay back borrowed amounts in that order. The price of the tokens when paid to users will be used to calculate their total repayment. The plan to distribute the tokens with the smallest balance first is to minimize price impact and volatility for the users. The Mango token will be paid out last, as the price of Mango has changed the most since the snapshot, down about 50% since the exploit. Moving into our next story, FTX's Sam Bankman-Fried is under investigation by Texas regulators. Cryptocurrency exchange FTX, its FTX US division, and founder CEO Sam Bankman-Fried are being investigated by Texas regulators over potential securities violations, according to a state filing. Regulators are probing whether yield-bearing accounts offered by FTX US should be considered unregistered securities, as described in a filing related to the bankruptcy proceedings of Voyager Digital. FTX recently won the bid to acquire the assets of the firm. Barron's first reported the news. The Enforcement Division is now investigating FTX Trading, FTX US, and their principals, including Sam Bankman-Fried, wrote Joseph Jason Rotunda, Director of Enforcement for the Texas State Securities Board. In a statement shared with the media, an FTX spokesperson said that the firm has been in communication with Texas regulators. "We have been in talks with the Texas regulators for a while," the FTX statement read. "We have an active application for a license which has been pending and believe we are operating fully within the bounds of what we can do in the interim. We look forward to continue working with Texas." In the filing, Rotunda writes that he was able to set up an account through the FTX app to earn yield on his deposit of Ethereum, as well as funds transferred from his linked bank account. FTX lets users earn yield or a portion of crypto staking rewards similar to interest in savings account on deposits, up to 8% APY on the first $10,000 deposited, and up to 5% APY on amounts above $10,000, but less than $10 million. Rotunda notes that FTX US has not registered to offer or sell securities in Texas. Based upon my earning of yield and ongoing investigation by the Enforcement Division of the Texas State Securities Board, the yield program appears to be an investment contract, evidence of indebtedness and note, and as such appears to be regulated as a security in Texas, Rotunda wrote in the filing. Voyager Digital filed for bankruptcy in July after the crypto market lost significant value this summer. Sam Bankman-Fried had offered Voyager a $500 million line of credit in June. Bankruptcy filing revealed that crypto trading firm Alameda Research, which Sam Bankman-Fried also co-founded, separately owed Voyager $337 million. Alameda would ultimately repay about $200 million to Voyager. In September, FTX won the top bid to buy out Voyager Digital for $1.4 billion, beating out Binance and Wave Financial in the process. As the spokesperson mentioned, FTX seeks to return crypto funds to Voyager users that were impacted by the firm's sudden closure. As Rotunda's noted, Voyager is also under investigation by Texas regulators over its yield-bearing accounts, which may be deemed unregistered securities as well. Voyager and rivals like Celsius and BlockFi has seen an increased interest from regulators regarding their respective yield products. Celsius also recently filed for bankruptcy, while BlockFi, which also took a bailout from FTX, paid $100 million in fines to the SEC and 32 states in February and said that it would stop offering yield-generating accounts to U.S. residents and register any future lending products with the SEC. And that was your FAL Crypto Minute for the day. Thank you guys for tuning in. You can follow me on Twitter over at crypto_Lajada. That's crypto_LAJARA. You can follow the official FAL Crypto Consultants Twitter over at CryptoFAL. FAL is a one-stop shop for all your cryptocurrency needs, from answering questions for new people to bigger institutional clients. We're there for you. Regardless if you're a small business or a bank, we'll make sure to take a tailored approach to all your needs. Our team houses specialists in all areas of cryptocurrency, from mining, trading, creating NFTs, DAOs, staking and lending questions to general market research. Go to cryptofal.com to learn more.